Yes, Chris, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was remaining in polynomials? We finished polynomials entire chapter.
Wait for it.
Something was remaining, I think. We had started with problem set, no? No, I think exercise. Factor theorem we were doing, some.
You're doing 3.5.
6th one we did. 3.5. And I think the last one was the 6th sum that we did.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 6, 7 to 30. What is going on in school? Algebra?
I don't know if I couldn't join class.
You couldn't what? You couldn't
join class because of network issues.
Okay. Okay. And geometry, anything?
Geometry.
Third chapter?
Yeah, geometry third chapter device.
Okay. So we will do the 7th one. Use factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. Okay, so we have to use factor theorem to show whether it is a factor of whether x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. Okay, do you remember the factor theorem? What factor theorem says?
If a number is a remainder of a number is 0, then that number is a factor.
Yes. After dividing, if you get the remainder, after dividing the two polynomial, okay, after dividing the dividend with the divisor, if you get the remainder to be 0, then we can say that x plus 3 is a factor of x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay. Now, what you can do, that you can either use remainder theorem. Okay, you can either use, or you can do synthetic division. Okay, so we will use the easier way. We'll use remainder theorem and we will show that the remainder is 0. Okay, so our dividend polynomial is x square plus 2x minus 3. This is our dividend polynomial, and our divisor polynomial is x plus 3. Okay, so by remainder theorem, we will use remainder theorem. This will say is px. So in place of x, what do we have to substitute?
Minus 3.
Minus 3. So p of minus 3 is equal to my x square. So minus 3 square plus 2 into minus 3 minus 3. Let's solve this. Minus 3 square is plus 9. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6 minus 3. 9 minus 6 is 3. And this minus 3 and 3 minus 3 is 0. So you're getting P of minus 3 is equal to 0. That means the remainder is 0. Okay, this is because of remainder theorem. And by factor theorem, we can say that by factor theorem, since remainder is 0, x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Go through it and write it down.
Done, sir.
I think we did the 8th one, no? No, we did not. We'll do the 8th one now. Are you sitting with the textbook? Okay. So if you see the 8th one, if x minus 2 is a factor of x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20, then find the value of m. Now, which theorem to use here?
It would be factor theorem.
Factor theorem. And we'll use remainder theorem also. Okay. Since x minus 2 is the factor x minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20. That means the remainder, okay, if you divide the polynomial x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20, if you divide it by x minus 2, the remainder will be 0. Understood this much? Yes? Okay. But by remainder theorem, what remainder theorem says? What remainder theorem says?
If the remainder and the value of the polynomial is same.
Remainder and the value of the polynomial is same. So if this polynomial, if you take it to be px, okay, if you take this polynomial to be px and you substitute x as 2, correct? If you substitute x as 2, that means the value of the polynomial at 2 and the remainder is the same. Understood up to here? You understood why 2, no? Why 2?
Because minus 2 changes to plus 2 value.
Yes. So in the polynomial, you substitute x as 2 and on the right hand side, you'll write 0 because remainder is 0 by remainder theorem. Oh, sorry, by factor theorem. Okay, so here we'll substitute our polynomial is x cube minus, so I'll write here px equal to 0. I'll write it like this. So x cube minus mx square plus 10x plus 10x minus 20. This is the polynomial and that equal to the remainder. So you have to substitute x as 2. So this becomes 2 cube minus m into 2 square plus 10 into 2 minus 20 is equal to the remainder, which is 0. Understood this much? How I got this step? Remainder is 0.
So, but how do you know it's going to be 0?
How
will you know if it's going to be 0?
Because in the question, it is given that x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. Oh. Now, since x minus 2 is a factor, we know by factor theorem, remainder will be 0. Okay. And then by remainder theorem, the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 2 is same as the remainder after that you get. So that's why I substituted the polynomial, and in this polynomial, I replaced x with 2, and that is equal to the remainder, and we know remainder is 0 because it is a factor. Correct? Now is it clear or still confused?
Understood.
Okay. So now we just have to solve this. 1 minute, Chris. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so here we just have to simplify this now. So let's simplify this. So 2 cube is 8 minus m into 2 square is 4 plus 10 into 2, 20 minus 20 equal to 0. Plus 20 minus 20 cancelled. Here you're left with m minus 4m is equal to 0. Take minus 4m on the other side. So you have 8 is equal to 4m. So you can also write it 4m equal to, yes,
how will
yes.
4 become 8 on the other side?
How will 4?
4 become 8 on the other side.
No, 4 did not become 8. What is this? I'm just writing 4m first and then I'm writing 8. Okay, I'm not taking anything on the other side. It's, see, you know A is equal to B. So B is also equal to A. So just that I'm doing here. This is equal to this. So this is also equal to this. Getting it? I'm not taking anything on the other side. It's just a way of writing it. Clear? Okay. So m is equal to 8 upon 4, which will give you the answer 2. So m is 2. Understood? Go through the sum first. It's a little bit confusing, but it's easy. Go through it first and then write it down.
Done, sir.
वो AVP रहे
Okay, let's do
ये HR
the ninth one.
ये HR में
Okay, 3.5 first and second one you did, right? It was for homework.
Yes, sir.
You could solve it, right? Any doubts in that?
हम लोग जिसके भी स्टार्ट
Okay.
एसोसिएशन या ऐसे इन लोगों का वैसा स्टार्ट नहीं होता इन लोगों का स्टार्ट
The ninth one, by using factor theorem in the following example, determine whether QX is a factor of PX or not. Okay, can you tell me what to do in the sum?
अभी क्या करूं वो मुझे क्या बोल रहा है
You have to check whether it is a factor or not. So in the first one,
मैं बोलूं बहुत लड़की but then the company will definitely know where I'm going because the verification call
so you have to check in the first one and in the second one whether here whether x minus 1 is a factor of this or not. Now for it to be a factor, what has to happen? For it to be a factor,
Remainder should be zero.
yes, remainder should be 0. But you know the very easy remainder theorem. You know what remainder theorem says? Value.
Value and the remainder are the same.
Yes, value of the polynomial and the remainder is same. So you will check the value of the polynomial at x is equal to +1 or -1.
+1.
+1. So can you do this? Can you find the value of the polynomial at 1? So you know for the polynomial is x cubed minus x squared minus x minus 1. Can you find out this? So it will be 1 cube minus 1 square minus 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So this will be 0 minus 1 minus 1 and minus 1 minus 1 is -2. So the value of the polynomial is 2. That means the remainder is 2.
-2.
Sorry, -2. That means the remainder is -2. Now, since the remainder is -2, can you say that x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial? Can you say? No, you cannot. It will not be, because for it to be a factor, it has to be the remainder. So since remainder is not equal to 0, x minus 1 is not the factor of the polynomial px. Did you understand this? Do this one. And once you are done, do the second, check exactly the same way the second one. Okay?
Technically. I don't know, but he has updated on LinkedIn as technical.
Done, sir. I got the answer as -9 and it's not the factor.
It is. Second one is not a factor.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes,
पर
sir.
अभी तो उसका स्टडी चालू है ना, तो अभी वो नेक्स्ट ईयर कैसे करेगा?
So in this polynomial, you substituted x as what? What you substituted x as?
So I didn't see the 2. I didn't see the 2. 2x cube. I didn't see 2.
What? What?
I did not see the 2 in x cube. 2x.
Oh, the 2.
I did not.
Okay.
I'll change
पर
it.
उससे
Yeah.
अच्छा तो वो पीनट लेके आके ड्रॉप देंगे।
So I got 18, but it's still not the It's still not the factor.
Are you sure? Okay, first tell me. You substituted x as what?
Plus 3.
Plus 3. So this becomes 2 into 3 cube minus 3 square minus 45. Is that right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here it will be 2 into 3 cube. How much is 3? 3 cube? 27. Minus 3 square 9 minus 45. 27 multiplied by 2 is 54. Correct? Minus 9 minus 45. How much is 54 minus 9?
Sir, but 3 multiplied in the first one, but 3 multiplied by 3 will become plus 3, right, sir? 3 square.
3 square is 9. 3 square is 9.
Minus, so minus into minus will become plus 4, right?
No, why minus? This minus sign as it is, and this is plus 3, no? Square of plus. Square of plus 3 is plus 9. This minus sign as it is. Getting it?
Oh, yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay, and then 54 minus 9 is 45, and this minus 45 as it is. 45 minus 45 is 0. So you're getting the value of the polynomial is 0. So by remainder theorem, what can you say?
It's a factor of polypx.
No, that is by factor theorem. By remainder theorem, remainder is how much?
The same as the value.
And what we got a value of the poly? 0. Now you say by factor theorem, it is a factor. Okay, by factor theorem, you say that x minus 3 is the factor of your polynomial px. Is this clear now? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Did you do the correction? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll move to the next sum then. 10th one. If x raised to 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, find the remainder. How will you find the remainder? Will you use synthetic division? Will you use long division? What will you do?
Synthetic division.
But don't you think synthetic division will be too lengthy, too big? We have one very simple way of doing it. Can't we just use the remainder theorem? Won't that make our work easy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no, because we just have to find remainder. We don't have to find quotient and all those things, just the remainder. So remainder with theorem will make our work easy. So what to do for remainder theorem? What should I do? I will have to substitute x as what?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. And your polynomial px is x to the power 31 plus 31. Substitute minus 1. So this becomes minus 1 to the power 31 plus 31. Now, how much will this be? Minus 1 to the power 31. What is the answer?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So minus 1 plus 31 is 30. So value of the polynomial is 30. So we can say by a remainder theorem, what by remainder theorem? Remainder is equal to what? Value of the polynomial. But what is the value of the polynomial that we got? 30. So remainder is 30. You could have done this by long division method also. You would have got the same answer. I'll show you by long division method. Synthetic division will just be too big. It will be very big because there are power is 31. Highest power is 31. And if you write in the index form, it will be very big. 0, 0, 0, 30 times you will have to write it. So avoid synthetic division here. So x raised to 31 plus 31 is equal to x plus 1. So divide this by x. So x raised to 30. Multiply x raised to 30 into x will be x raised to 31 plus x raised to 30. If you subtract it, minus minus here, this will become 31 minus x raised to 30. Or so here you will have to do minus x raised to 29. Okay, minus x raised to the 29 into this. I will write it easily. I'll write it as minus x raised to 30 plus 31. Okay, yeah, this will be very lengthy. Very lengthy. X raised to minus 29, then x raised to minus 28. This will keep on going. Okay, so we'll avoid that. Our remainder theorem is shorter. We'll do that. Have you understood this? Okay, so write down this. I'll erase. This is not needed. Any doubts? Write it down.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, can you do the 11th one on your own? Show that m minus 1 is a factor of m raised to 21 minus 1 and m raised to 22 minus 1. Okay. Will you be able to do this?
Okay, sir.
So what you do is you take px to be the first polynomial, m raised to 21 minus 1, and you take qx to be the second polynomial, m raised to 22 minus 1. So to check whether m minus 1 is a factor or not, what you should do? What should you get?
0.
What 0? What should be 0?
Remainder.
Remainder should be 0 for this one, and for this one also remainder should be 0. What theorem will you use to check whether the remainder is 0?
Remainder theorem. I would find the value, then
You would find the value of the polynomial at m is equal to what?
+1.
Plus 1. Just take this pm and qm. Okay, so at m equal to 1, you find out the value of p of 1 and q of 1. If you get 0, then you say that m minus 1 is a factor. If you don't get 0, say it is not a factor.
Done, sir. Both are the factors.
Both are 0 you're getting, so both are the factors, right? Okay. Can you try the 12th one? Okay, before 12th one, try the 13th one. Will you able to do it? First one, 13th, first one. Polynomial is given to you. Px is given to you. 2 plus 5x. You have to find out p of 2 plus p of minus 2 minus p of 1. First, what you do to find out p of 2, you substitute x as 2 in this polynomial. Correct? Then to find out p of minus 2, you substitute x as minus 2 in this polynomial. And lastly, to find out p of 1, you substitute x is equal to 1 in this polynomial and see what answer you get. Whatever answer you get, substitute it here to get the final answer. Okay, substitute it in this. Substitute it in this to get the final answer. That means whatever you get, p of 2 plus p of minus 2 minus p of 1. Did you understand? No? Yes or no? Unmute yourself and say, no, I can't hear.
No, sorry.
No. You have to find out p of 2 plus p of minus 2 minus p of 1. Polynomial is given p of x 2 plus 5x. Okay, so we have to find this value. What is this value? We have to find out. So first you separately find out p of 2. Okay, let's find out p of 2 first. Now to find out p of 2, that means you have to substitute x as 2. Understood? That means in this polynomial, you substitute x as 2. So this will be 2 plus 5 into 2, which is 2 plus 10. That means p of 2 is 12. Is this clear? In the same way, second, we have to find out p of minus 2. Can you do? So for p of minus 2, you have to say x as minus 2. So p of minus 2 will be 2 plus 5 into x, that is minus 2. That is 2 plus into minus minus 5 into 2, 10. So 2 minus 10 and 2 minus 10 is minus 8. So p of minus 2 is minus 8. Did you understand this?
Yes.
And lastly, we have to find out p of 1. So to find out p of 1, you have to substitute x as 1. Okay, see the number which is inside. So p of 1 will be 2 plus 5x, that is 1, x is 1. This becomes 2 plus 5 into 1, that is 5. So p of 1 is 2 plus 5, that is 7. So p of 1 is 7. Clear? Then they are asking you to find out p of 2 plus p of minus 2 minus p of 1. Substitute the values. P of 2 is 12 plus p of minus 2 is minus 8 minus p of 1 is 7. So you have 12 plus into minus minus, so 12 minus 8 minus 7. So 12 minus 8 is 3. Sorry, 4. So 4 minus 7, which is
minus 3.
minus 3. So the answer is minus 3. Now, did you understand this? Exact same way, can you do the second one? Do it. Write down this and do the second one. Are you getting the second one?
अरे
Doing
नीचे से बात हो रहा था अभी फिर से कॉल कर रहा है तो उसको भी लगता है कि ओपन कर रहा है
Yes, what happened? Are you getting it?
No, so I can't multiply 2 multiplying 5 root 3 square.
5 root 3 into 5 root 3.
but
No,
That
no.
then
2 multiplied by 5 root 3 square.
वही नहीं बोल रहा मैं
5 root 3 square take first. First take the square of 5 root 3.
2 lakh नहीं
So 2 into 5 root 3. Sorry. 5 root 3 whole square minus 5 root 3 into 5 root 3, and last you have plus 5. So this is 2.
So if I square 5 root 3, it's 25 root.
It is 25 into square of root 3.
So 3, 25.
3 minus same thing here. 5 into 5, 25. Root 3 into root 3, 3 plus 5. So 2 into 75 minus 75 plus 5. So 2 into 75 is 150 and minus 75 plus 5. So 150 minus 75 is how much? 75.
150 minus 75 is 75 plus
70.
5, 80.
80. So answer is 80. Where were you stuck? At which step?
That's 2 multiplied by 5, 3 square.
Square. Okay. Be careful, surds. We learned surds, right? How to take square of surds.
Done, sir.
Okay. We'll stop here. I want you to, so only 12th sum is left. So I want you to try your 12th sum for homework. And I want you to do, okay, we have practiced at 3.6 also remain. Problem set MCQs, have you done? No, no. Okay, so for homework, I want you to do problem set all 10 MCQs. Okay, all 10 MCQs. Question number 2, 3, 4. Can you just mark it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the whole one, right? Sir, in problem is in
What?
problem set 3. In problem set 3, the whole one is.
No, I didn't understand. What are you asking? Whole?
The first full we have to do, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One for question 1 is MCQ. So all the MCQs do. All 10, there are 10 MCQs. All 10 MCQs. Then question number 2 is here. This is question number 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all very simple. I will finish it in 1 hour. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, up to 10 do. Then after that we'll see. Up to 10 you do, and 11 to 15, whichever you can do those. Okay, 11 to 15. But up to 10, see that you do. Okay, up to 10. And you'll finish it in 1 hour. They are very easy. So you have 2 days. By Tuesday, send it to me. Okay? So we'll stop here. See you on Tuesday.
Bye, sir.
Bye.